Hey everyone, and welcome back to Build America Custom Homes. So, in today's video, I want to cover another house. This one's pretty big far as a first floor, but then it has the potential to add another roughly 1,000 square feet very easily to it. And you can also, like a lot of our floor plans, you can add a site-built garage if you want to, and then you can really jazz that up. Two, three, four cars with a room over, media room, more bedrooms, home office, whatever you can imagine. So let's get right into it. Today, we are going to check out the Southampton Cape. So you go to Build America customhomes.com. You can check us out. Just go in, and when you go to the main page, you're going to see floor plans. I'm actually on the second page. At the bottom, you'll see the one and the two, whatever's red is where we're at. It's highlighted. We will be adding more plans to our website in the very near future. I think we're going to probably start off 2025 with adding 5 more plans, the most popular, of course. And so we're continuing to grow. So what you do is you go to our website and you pick the floor plan that you want. And you can do this by how the house looks from the renderings, or do you like 2 stories, 1 stories, capes? You want a rancher, or does it not? It might not matter. It might just be about how the floor plan is laid out. So Southampton Cape, it says here 3,058 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And I'll show you why that total square footage is actually the upstairs as well. So, and I'm going to do some quick math when we get over here just to make sure of that. We have a lot of plans, so I think you'll like it. All right. Request more information. Obviously, you can do that. If you're in southeastern Virginia, we would be glad to discuss building you a house. We will be in northeast North Carolina in the future. But right now, if you live in West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, you can definitely email us, fill out this form, and we can refer you and connect you with a builder in your area. So that would be very helpful. All right. So what you want to do, and for presentation reasons, I have to go down here and double click this. So we have the elevation. Now, first thing that you see is it's a pretty wide front door. You've got the side lights on the front door. There is an option. We can extend that and put in sort of a double door there if you want to. But I think this proportionally looks great. You have the 2 double hung windows there. Those are 4/1. It's the 4 light, 4 pane. It gives you that pane look. It's one solid glass. It's just grids in the top, but it's that 4/1. So that's appealing because you get the design of sort of that window pane look, but then the bottom sash is open and clear so you can see out and it doesn't obstruct your view at all. And you'll notice that in this particular house, white trim with black windows. Of course, we can paint the trim, or we can do anything you want to the trim. We can make a dark gray colored house with black trim and a dark roof. That's really hot right now. And brass fixtures, or even black fixtures on the outside. Or you can do something traditional, yellow, white, light blue, or in this case here, this sort of rust colored maroon. And you'll see this house presents very well. You get the 2 gables in the front, the one larger one on the left-hand side. And then you have the optional shed dormer that pokes out of the front. This breaks up that roof line. If you don't like that, you don't have to have it. Or you could substitute it for 2 smaller dormers. I don't know how that would look. I think this one shed dormer makes it look very well. So let's go over to the floor plan. Well, all right, there we go. So we walk into the front door right here. Now, and you can see my cursor moving. This is a factory built porch. If you remember the first 2 videos we've done, and of course, every video after this, I'll probably say the same thing, is most of our porches we build on site. it's just one of those things. It's easier, it's cheaper to build the porch on site, but in this particular case, it is factory built. Now, one of the reasons for that is you'll see it's directly in line with the front module here. So there's all of this structure is already there. They're adding deck boards and of course, the railings we would do on site. So handrails, guardrails, we would do that on site. So we can make that match the trim of the house. We can paint it to look, if you want the light trim, like this house here has a white trim with the black windows, we can do something similar to that, or we can do whatever you want. You can also do metal, wood and metal. You can do PVC, any number of things custom made for you. So you walk into the front porch, the covered porch here, and then you're into the foyer. Front door opens to the right. And of course it would open to the right because you have that solid wall there. You never want a door opening, say, just into a room, a wide room there. So when you walk in, you have your dining area to your left and the great room straight ahead, obviously. Now there's something very unique here on the right-hand side. When you walk in, you have the study there. Now, this is really cool. This is in a day of homeschooling, work from home, all of the above. I mean, it's really, really nice because you have that space with the doors. You have these double folding doors here, and you can close that. You have kids in the house, somebody's watching TV or whatever. You can have your sense of privacy, get your work done, and it should be pretty quiet for you. So we're going to go ahead and go to the right. You're in the great room here. We make the right. Now, there's an option for this walk-in closet. This is off of bedroom 1. So that would be the primary bedroom. You walk in there, the main bedroom, I guess now. When you walk into this bedroom, pretty large. And then you have bathroom 1. Now, on bathroom 1, we have another optional floor plan for that bathroom. So right now, you'll see the 2 vanities on the left-hand side. You have a nice space between each sink. Then you'll see the water closet in the back right-hand corner. And then you have this very large shower here. And there's going to be sort of a shelf in there, a bench you can sit in there. So you have a shower there. There's going to be a window there in the shower, probably going to be opaque. You can omit the window if you want to, or you can leave it there. Either way, obviously you don't want a breach in privacy, so it'd be opaque if it's there. Something probably doesn't open. You can move it and get rid of it, whatever you want to do. I know some people will put a smaller window in the water closet area, but hey, to each his own, right? Now, let's scroll down here. Well, I can't scroll down anymore. Funny how it won't let me scroll down when I'm zoomed in. But down here on the bottom, right here where I'm at, you'll see this optional plan. When you walk into bathroom 1, you have a shower, smaller shower on the left. If you walk straight ahead, you have a freestanding tub there with a glass block window behind it. The purpose of the window is to let that natural lighting into the bathroom. That's going to make it feel bigger. It also does a lot for most people, making them feel better. You see the natural light, it's in the room. It's nice to see it versus sort of that, cave where you can't see anything. Water closet on the back left, and then your vanities on the right. So now you have the luxury of the shower and the soaking tub or the freestanding tub. I really like this option because I do want an option for the tub, although I don't want a jetted tub anymore. I think those have pretty much played out. If you want one, great. We could probably do it, but I'd say here, this is definitely would be right in line with the current day trend. So do you want a shower, or do you want a shower and a tub? I'm kind of going with the optional bathroom 1. Now, to the left of that over here, we'll see the optional walk-in closet. That's what the WIC stands for. Now, why would we do this option here? Well, when you walk into the great room right now, you'll see the solid wall here, right? Solid wall. Well, what if we want to finish the upstairs or even have storage upstairs? Well, right in here is where the steps is going to go up to a landing and then steps going up, and you'll see it represented right here. So you would walk from the great room up a couple steps to this landing, turn, and then walk up the steps. And at the top of the steps will be a door. That door can be obviously removed whenever you finish that area, or you can keep the door there for privacy. It's up to you. But when it's unfinished, it's going to be an exterior door there. This insulates it and for fire coding, or fire code, I should say. All right. back into the house. So we've seen the bathroom, bedroom one, the bathroom one here. We've seen the walk-in closet. It's pretty massive this way. But hey, with all that potential space upstairs, I'm thinking that this is definitely going to be an option for you. All right, on the left-hand side, you see this big eat-in kitchen. You have the bar here, say eat-in kitchen, the kitchen with the bar. Now this opens to the great room, one massive room, makes the house feel really, really big and open and spacious. You do have this pantry right here, and whatever you want to put in there, you figure it's going to be 9-foot ceilings downstairs, so that's going to be just about 9 feet tall, and plenty of room to store stuff. You have your refrigerator over here in this corner. You have a little countertop, the stove, a little more of a countertop, and then on the back wall you have the sink, and you have this space here. You have the dishwasher and cabinetry as well. You have wall cabinets and you have the base cabinets. Now, when we walk into the utility room here, this is where you can have sort of a mudroom area, a coat rack, somewhere to sit, take your shoes off. Then we have the closet here with the water heater. You can imagine some shelving being in there as well to store some stuff, or you can just put brooms, mops, buckets, whatever you want to do in that room there. It's going to be an electric water heater, so it shouldn't be a storage issue. If you were to switch over to a gas water heater, then there may be a situation where you can't store certain things in there. And if it was gas, it would have a louvered door to allow combustion air for the burner. But in most cases, we recommend electric hot water heaters. You have your excuse me, I keep wanting to say dishwasher for some reason. You have your washer and dryer over here on the other side. Now, you could do something like a stackable washer and dryer in here if you're going to do sort of a traditional modern day, appliance package. And then that would leave you all this storage between, say, the dryer and the outside wall. Now, in this case here, between the dryer and the outside wall, or between the stackable, then you could put in a freezer. You could put in a small chest freezer or vertical freezer. You could put another refrigerator in, or we could build more pantry space there for you. So I like Speed Queen washer and dryers. As far as I know, they don't have stackable, so we would need this configuration right here. And you actually still have a little room here for that. I think I can't tell in this plan here, the electrical panel may be located in this area. If the panel is there, obviously you can't put it in a closet. You can't hide it. I mean, you can put a picture over it, I guess, if you want to, but you can't, we can't build anything in front of it. So we could potentially relocate that if that was a major, major point for you. Now, this is what I was saying earlier about building a garage. What if you build a garage? Now, it is my belief that if you're going to build an attached garage to one of our systems built modular homes, you do at least do a 2-car garage. Yes, there's more in material, obviously more concrete, more fountain, block. There's another garage door, but I think for the cost to do it, you might as well end up with that space. But here's the other thing. Imagine this house. It's pretty long. I'll give you the dimensions in a few minutes. But imagine this house that is, it's going to be at least 60 feet long or so. And then you have a little one-car garage on that. It might not proportionally look that good. So by going with the 2-car garage or even 3 or 4-car garage, now you end up with a lot more, say, curb appeal or presentation. But here's the really great news. If you want to add even more square footage to this house, you can build a 3 or 4-car garage if you want to. It could be a 2-car garage. And then you could finish out the room over. So you can make it tall enough so that you have finished space above it. Separate HVAC unit up there. Depends on code in your area, whether you could do a sink or a kitchenette or whatever. Some areas the zoning might not allow it. Some areas you can definitely do it. But you can do that. You can have another bedroom. You have an arts and crafts room, a media room. That could be your home office. It doesn't really matter. I mean, that can be just tremendous amount of space. And how you would do that is this door right here on the left-hand side, that would go into sort of a landing area. And then you would have steps to go from there to the room over, and then a door leading out into the garage. So if you imagine if we were to do that, we want to think about width. So 30-foot wide garage is really good for two vehicles and storage and room in between each one. But remember, if you do this bump out here where you're going to have a landing and steps going down, you're going to lose, 4 to 5 feet. So then your garage might be 35 feet wide, and that would give you ample room for two cars with room on each side of the car so you don't feel cramped and room for that bump out. So keep that in mind as part of the design. So then you enter out of the kitchen. You come into this little hallway here. It says hall. It's a small little hall. You have bedroom 2 with a closet here. You have bedroom 1, or excuse me, bedroom 3 over here, and then you have this closet as well. Now, out of that little hallway, either person, or either for bedroom 2 or 3 would use bath 2, obviously, and that is this area here. You have a sink, a toilet, and a tub. Then you have the wall that separates bathroom 2 from the utility room. The house is laid out very nicely. You also have the rear door going out back. That'll go out back to probably a deck, a patio. You could also remove that door and build a sunroom on the back of this. You could actually take that door out completely, have that just framed up, remove these windows, make this a cased opening. There would be a beam in place, and then you could walk out into a sunroom that you build on site as well, or you could leave it this way and it's perfectly okay. Now, double click again. Over here, we have the unfinished storage. Here are the steps that come up from downstairs. Remember the walk-in closet option. Take a little bit of that space, have a landing and steps, takes away some of the closet space. However, you get access to this entire space upstairs. Now, if we do the square footage, now this is something that I'm doing this on the fly. And by the way, the house is 64 feet wide. Now, the actual house itself is 31, let's just say 32 feet. So if you did 32 feet, then I mean that's pretty wild. You end up with a house 32 times 64. That says 2,048 square feet. But notice we have the knee wall in the back, but this is sort of attic space. And then we have all this attic space up here in the front. Our only area is going to be this area here by the length. And of course, these optional dormers that you have. Now, what I would say is this area here roughly comes out to be about 1,000 square feet, maybe 990-ish, somewhere in there. But keep that in mind. You have an attic access. So you have attics space up there. But what I always recommend is to add, and you could even condition your knee walls. So when we build this for you, we can insulate this entire area and drywall it. And you can put in closet doors here, short closet doors, and add conditioned knee wall space for storage. If you're tired of stuff being in the attic and it gets, dank and it gets maybe the heat from the summer, the dampness, or just smells kind of weird, and you don't want to store it outside the envelope of the house or the heated and cooled space, then consider conditioning that. I've personally done that in my house and it's worked very well. You don't have to, but it is an option. So roughly about 1,000 square feet up here. So that's not bad. So here we go. This is the Southampton Cape. Of course, this is a rendering that you're looking at. So you can imagine whatever color that you like. And just imagine that garage coming off the left-hand side. Typically, we would make the roof of the garage slightly shorter than the house or taller, not to carry the same roof line over it. It really starts to make it look proportionally, I don't know, maybe unbalanced or something. We like two-tier roofs. Two-tier roofs breaks up the space. It defines the garage area from the house, and it keeps that good curb appeal as well. Remember, this is going to be built only on a crawl space. You can use regular cinder block, CMU block for the foundation with a skim coating or parge coating of mortar over it. You can use cut face or split face block, which is a CMU block with a very rough look on it. You can do brick. In most cases, you're not bearing on brick, so meaning you have a block foundation, and then the brick is a veneer and there's a roll lock at the top. This is a little angled brick that goes back to the house. So the brick is totally for looks, not going to add any structural support in most cases. However, it's the look. So I like the split face block. It gives you texture, it gives you design, but it cuts a lot of labor and a lot of material cost out of it. So just consider the Southampton Cape. It's an awesome house. You have a lot of room already, a lot of potential already in the house, with a whole lot of future potential by building the garage, the sunroom, or finishing off the space upstairs. So I hope you like this house, and I hope you like the video. If you have, please give us that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have some economic news coming up about building and some of the things that you're running into with financing a new construction house, which is a big deal right now. Banks, I have a feeling the next administration is going to kind of make them do something different. But as of right now, we are stuck with a sort of a dam or a restriction or whatever you want to call it, a chokehold in new construction single family home financing. It is a major issue. We're going to cover that. We're going to cover some of the permitting issues and how some counties and cities and even states as a whole, they're starting to push the ADU and even allowing duplexes, zoning for duplexes, more and more duplexes, to have more condensed housing. So take one piece of property, you get multiple homes on it. You know, duplex, obviously, two. I haven't heard anything about triplex or quads, but definitely duplexes. ADUs are very cool. You have the accessory dwelling unit. Some zones, I've heard recently that some cities have allowed ADUs, but it had to be a common owner. Well, in this case here, and you had to live there. So now it sounds like you might be able to build a single family house with an ADU and rent it out rent out the main house, rent out the ADU, and there you go. An ADU is accessory dwelling unit. Look it up. Pretty cool concept. However, real estate's local, whether you're buying it or selling it, or whether you're building it. So you always have to check your zoning in your county or your city. Typically, that's going to dictate what you can. Obviously, it's going to dictate what you can and can't do. So we always start there. So my name is Dwayne Cotton. I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Give us that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. That helps YouTube push this video to people that like to see it. If you subscribe to our channel, obviously, you'll be able to see if you hit the bell icon, the little bell there, hit that, and you'll see when we drop another video, and the economic news and permitting and everything else housing comes out. Look forward to the next video. See you, everyone.